Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the core principles from the planning vision, the mission. We are getting right into a foundational concept that can literally make or break your maintenance team's effectiveness.
So if you've spent any time around maintenance management, you already know this universal pain point. You look at the system and bam, there's just a mountain of uncompleted plant work sitting in the backlog. It's frustrating, right? Why does it just stay there? Why do teams constantly feel like they're running on a treadmill but never actually catching up? Well, the source material points out that the answer actually lies in a widespread misunderstanding of one critical industry term. We think we're planning, but we're actually doing something else entirely.
Section 1, the mission of planning. This is where we really need a paradigm shift. To fix that massive backlog issue, we've got to change how we view maintenance planning from the ground up. The text states incredibly clearly that the mission of planning revolves around making the right jobs, quote, ready to go. Think about it like a theater production. The planner, they're the stage crew. Their entire job is to set the stage, perfectly position the props, and make sure the lighting is totally dialed in. Why? So that when the technician, our lead actor, steps onto the stage, they can execute a flawless performance without, stopping to ask where their props went. Planning is, at its absolute core, a tool to reduce unnecessary job delays through advanced preparation.
And this brings us to the actual mechanism we use to pull this off, the work plan, or, as some organizations call it, the work package. Listen, this isn't just some abstract management idea. It is a tangible output. It's the assembled information that the planner prepares in advance. This right here is the entire mechanism we use to stop jobs from stalling out on the floor. When a planner gets a work request, their sole focus is translating that request into a fully prepped package. That way, whoever picks it up has exactly what they need to succeed right from the jump.
Section 2. Inside the work plan. Let's move to this next part and see how it builds to figure out what actually makes a job truly ready. Let's look at this at the micro level. A planner absolutely must assemble these specific pieces of information to truly make a job ready. At a bare minimum, the source notes, a work plan has to include the job scope, the specific craft skill required, and labor time estimates. But to really set the stage, it's got to go further. It should include task procedures, the necessary parts, and any special tools required for the job. Now, let's think about the practical reality here. Imagine a technician starting a job only to realize halfway through that they need a super specialized wrench that's locked in a totally different building, or worse, protected by a sleeping dragon in some dungeon. Okay, maybe not a dragon, but you get the point. That is a massive, massive delay. The planner's job is to anticipate and completely eliminate that exact scenario before the work is ever even assigned. Section 3. Planning versus scheduling. Now, confusing these next two concepts is precisely why so many maintenance forces experience those totally unnecessary delays we just talked about. Here is the dividing line, and this brilliantly illustrates the strict semantic distinction drawn by the source material. Planning is the preparatory work before a job is assigned. It's the what and the how. Scheduling, on the other hand, is the allocation of when to do the job. So planning gets the work ready, scheduling decides when that ready work actually happens. Clearing up the semantic confusion, that is literally the first step to unblocking a stalled maintenance department. But here's the catch. This crucial distinction is so often lost in the real world. The text actually warns us that many practitioners mistakenly use the term planning to indicate a scheduling timeframe. Now, the handbook does acknowledge that sometimes the word planning is used broadly to encompass both planning and scheduling as an overall aspect of maintenance. But conflating these specific terms in your daily practice, that will absolutely ruin your productivity. If your planner is just moving dates around on a calendar rather than identifying special tools and writing out job scopes, well, they aren't planning. They are just scheduling unprepared work.
Section 4. The path to productivity.
Now that we've untangled the micro-level preparation from the actual scheduling, let's connect this back to the macro-level goal of your entire plant operation. I mean, why do we do all this work? The simple vision and mission of planning is to increase labor productivity. Now, the source makes a very careful point to say this doesn't mean quality isn't important. Quality is absolutely a goal, for sure, but practically speaking, for most plants out there, way too much work just remains uncompleted in the backlog. Therefore, the primary driving focus of preparing work is to decrease that massive backlog. Proper planning efforts have to focus heavily on completing work, and that means looking at its result directly on plant productivity.
But as simple as increasing productivity sounds on paper, management usually discovers pretty quickly that reality is a bit more complex. The text states, quote, "The planning system abounds with many subtleties. The inability of companies to recognize or deal with these subtleties, like, say, the massive difference between prepping a job and scheduling a job, is exactly what prevents their planning organizations from actually yielding real productivity improvements. You've got to grasp the subtleties to get the results."
Which leaves us with this final thought for this explainer. I want you to look at your own backlog and the way your organization currently operates. Are you truly preparing your work to go by building comprehensive work packages before they're ever assigned? Or are you simply scheduling unprepped work, and by default, literally just scheduling delays? Recognizing the true mission of planning is the key to unlocking the productivity your team is fully capable of achieving. So, what's it going to be? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I really hope it helps you view your next work plan in a completely new light.